Hi, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your June 2022 money and career reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm and getting this channel seen by more people. So thank you so much for doing so. If you are interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Now let's see what energies we have to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. We have here rebirth. So what we're seeing here, Cancer, and what's very interesting is that this also came up for Gemini. So if you're born on the cusp with Gemini, or if you have strong Gemini in your chart, there's a real energy of change coming around you. This rebirth is going to see us entering into a new phase of our lives. But as we're being reborn, as we're going through this energy, we go through a muck and a mire. It's kind of like going through a bog or a swamp. It holds us back. It makes us think that we can't move forward the way that we want to, or it brings up all the negativities, the hurts, the pains, the disappointments that we have been through before. And now we're going to find ourselves really standing in our energy and in ourselves, saying, how do I move forward? How do I embrace what I want? So know that we're going through this energy of rebirth, that it's going to try and hold us back. But as we come out the other end, we're going to be more aware of what we want, more centered within ourselves, and calmer individuals. So let's look at our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. This is truth. Now, this is the throat chakra. And what we're being told here is to listen to our truth, listen to what's right and what resonates with us. We're going to see ourselves going back to certain talking points or certain ideas or certain imagery that really speaks to us in a very powerful way. How do we incorporate that in our lives? How do we incorporate that into our work or into our, hobbies that help to raise our energy so that we bring it's like a stronger self into our workforce. So that's also going to be a very powerful thing for us during this time. Now let's look at what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels. Okay. So let's turn everything all over at once. See what the cards have to say. Very interesting. All right. Okay. So where you are right now, Cancer, is the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords is air sign energy. It is an energy of learning of the voice, learning how to really advocate for ourselves. We're going to see ourselves embracing what we need and what we want, really focusing on that throat chakra. Actually, if we find ourselves meditating on our throat chakras, meditating on our voice, on our words, on our creativity, on the way that we, kind of take everything in and look at and understand everything, that's going to be highly beneficial for us. There's also an energy here of somebody who is either younger or a very young energy, that, young soul person who is having us look at things differently. They're causing us to look at something in a very new light, in a very new way. And we're going to be like, I didn't think to see it like that before, or I didn't see it like that before. And they're starting to open up new ideas and new pathways forward. But also if we start really listening to what we want, because our inner voice, as we're going through this rebirth, is really speaking to us and having us look at things in a certain way that we're kind of fighting against. We're fighting against this energy because it's kind of like, well, this is going against things that I have already known, or, things that I think to already be true. And Spirit is saying here, break down those boundaries, break down those perceptions, because it leads us to our challenge. Our challenge here is really seeing ourselves as successful, really calling in this success and not saying, oh, well, it was because of this person or because of that person. No, it's like, this is where I need to be and this is who I am. There's also somebody around us, or we're looking at people who we view as being very successful. We're comparing ourselves against them and finding ourselves wanting. So that is something that we need to be aware of also. We're not going to be as fair, as just, as kind to ourselves as we should be, because there's this sense of, well, they're successful and I'm still struggling. They know more than I do. No, they're at a different place. And there's also this energy here with the Nine of Cups. I'm just hearing, why are you comparing yourself to people who in real life you would not be friends with, or even, if you know them in your day-to-day life, it's like, they are not on the same energy level as you. They are not, they're not doing the same things that you do. So why is it like it's comparing apples with lemons? It doesn't even make sense. So be aware of that with yourself, that you're setting yourself up with unrealistic expectations. And it's almost like you're setting yourself up for failure. And there's a pattern to this here, Cancer, that's coming forward. It's a pattern to, unrealistic expectations or goals that make it so that we don't achieve our goals, so that we're almost kind of proving somebody right from our childhood or from the past. It can be a boss that we had. It can be, our parents as we were growing up, but somebody who made us feel inadequate, even a customer that we were dealing with. I remember I worked at a hotel a long time ago, and I had this one customer who just, this one guest who just was absolutely horrible. And she said the most vile things to me, because we wouldn't let her go up to her room without paying for it first. And it was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. And it's kind of like those words are coming back because I'm just seeing her face, because I won't forget it. And it's like, why does that even hold space in my mind? So it's like, why does this person even hold space in what you're doing, in where you're headed in your life? So being really aware of this, and that it's poison that has seeped in, is going to be very important. It's moving us to what we're focusing on. We're focusing on, first of all, holding on to our wealth, to what we want. That is something here. Now, I want to make this really clear. Spirit is not saying spend all your money, don't save, be frivolous. Spirit is saying be very aware of the money that you're spending. Spend within your means, of course. But there is a level here of anxiety, of lack, that says, I have to hold on to this, or else I won't be able to move forward the way that I want to. The Four of Pentacles comes into play, and there's this real sense of what energies are blocking me. Who is it that I'm listening to that is robbing my energy, that when I talk to them, I just feel a little bit drained. I feel a little bit off. Afterwards, they're recharged, but it's because they stole our energy. There's also a sense of, for all the empaths who are listening, you need to have clearer boundaries. You need to ground yourself better. For those who aren't empaths who are listening, you need to acknowledge or understand that there are some blockages within your chakra flow, okay? that it's not like everybody's taking everything. It's just that there's a blockage and it needs to be acknowledged. So if you're an empath, it's like you're giving too much of yourself and that's causing the blockage. If you're not an empath, it is people's words, it is the past that is coming in, or energy that is surrounding you that is causing you to feel negative within yourself and to feel as if, I have to hold on to the money because I just won't have any otherwise. So there's a real sense here of being aware with how we're spending, yes, being very logical about things, but also there's a roadblock that we're hitting up against. And for a lot of you Cancers, it's a roadblock that you've hit up against before, your family members have hit up against. This is generational. It's almost like we get to a certain point and then we're not allowed to be more successful. And those who are, it's like, how did they break free of this curse or this way of looking at things, or, this pattern in our lives? So there is some sort of energy that's coming forward. And again, it's almost like it was inherited. It brings us to our past, and that is the Eight of Pentacles. It's hard work. It's dedication. We're not afraid of hard work. We're not afraid of putting the 10,000 hours in to become a master at something. What we are afraid of is that our hard work won't be seen and won't pay off. That's a fear from the past that is coming forward. And that's also a sense of, it's almost like if I work harder, I will achieve more. And Spirit is saying here, don't work yourself into the ground. Work smarter. Be smarter. Be kinder to yourself. See the things that help build you, that help grow you, and really utilize that. Now we're moving to our near future. No, I'm sorry. We're moving to our strength, which here is the Devil. And that is the fact that we're breaking the chains of a lot of negative energy that has held onto us. We're looking at things and we're looking at preconceived notions, our preconceived notions that have been inherited. And we're saying, you know what? These are the chains that held me back. This is the way that I thought it was supposed to be, or what I thought success looked like. And I'm not doing this anymore. There's something very poisonous that we're looking at within our careers, within our mindset. And we're saying, no. I actually see for a lot of you Cancers, there was the sense of, I'm carrying some sort of pain that we see. So what Spirit is showing me here, it's like a relationship pain. We see it in our relationships. We also see that we've copied this into our work. So it's a workspace that doesn't give you the credit that you deserve, that doesn't see you, that doesn't acknowledge you. It's the relationship where the same thing happens. We're going to see whatever is happening in our relationships, or the key components in our relationships that have dragged us down. Yeah, starting to come into our workplace. And that's going to be very important to acknowledge here, where it's like, no, I'm not putting up with this anymore. This needs to change. It is time for this change. It brings us to our near future, which is the Eight of Cups. We're walking away from something we once thought we would love. Some of us Cancers are looking at new job opportunities. We're looking at new career options. We're looking at, a different way of living our lives, embracing what we want, moving forward. So that's going to be a really great thing. For others of us, we're looking at a mindset that we had, or a way that we thought we were supposed to be doing things. And now we're saying, why? Why am I letting other people's judgments, and that's also coming from the Devil right here, other people's judgments weigh me down and hold me back? So that's going to be very important. There is also a sense here, okay, in our strength, we're very good at being organized and at being succinct within things. So you need to embrace that within you. We also need to understand that we're also starting to break away from energies that are too controlling and too overwhelming. So that is going to be very, very good. It moves us to our suggested approach, which is strength. We have tremendous strength, tremendous power, tremendous insight. There is a sense that we're looking into things that had scared us before, that had overwhelmed us, that had made us doubt ourselves. Now we're looking and saying, okay, this is where I need to be, or this is what I want, and this is the bigger picture. There is tremendous strength and fortitude to us. So if people make us doubt that we're strong, that we're capable, that's just nonsense. Don't even listen to it. It moves us to what we need to know. And that is the Five of Pentacles. There's a poverty mentality coming forward. There is some sort of blockage around money coming forward. And it's like, I have to be on the outside looking into my wealth, looking into my prosperity, looking into what I desire. And there's a real sense here of, I'm done with that. I need to understand that I am worthy. And again, this can come from childhood. This can come from a bad relationship. This could come from a job that has, eaten away at our confidence, at ourselves. And now we're starting to see, and understand, I need to move forward. I need to go after what's right for me. And why am I on the outside of the wealth that I deserve? So that's going to be a very big thing. Our hopes and our fears are justice. So it's very interesting. Justice is also discernment. We hope that things will be just. We also fear that the justice will not be just to us, because we've had that happen before. Oh, this is what's fair, and it excludes us. This is what's fair, and it puts more work on our shoulders. So we're hoping for things to be just, but we're also needing to be discerning of the energy that we let in, of the determination that we have on what we're focusing on and what we will accept, because that's going to change our energy sphere and the way that people are interacting with us. It brings us to the future, and the potential future, is the Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing. Our fortune is changing. Our way forward is changing. We're looking at things and really feeling like, I'm on a roller coaster ride, or I'm stepping into something more. And this future is, of course, after June, right? We're preparing for a powerful and intense change. We feel it in our bones. Actually, we probably feel it way before the end of June, where it's like, I know things are changing. I know things are moving. I need to change and move with it, or else I'm going to be held back. I'm not going to be able to move forward the way that I want, or this opportunity is going to pass me by. Now, it moves us to go deeper into the tarot. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. So we have here our past, our present, and our future. So we have our past, present, and future. All right. So we have the King of Cups, which represents us, Cancer. We're represented by the Cups in the Minor Arcana, by the Chariot in the Major Arcana. We're really moving into our power, and our future is about stepping into that power and really claiming it. Our past is the Two of Cups and the Hermit. The Hermit is about turning inward, and the Two of Cups is about healing, beautiful love, connection, insight. There's a sense of us connecting either with the inner part of ourselves, the dual aspect of ourselves. Jung called it the shadow self, and we're starting to see ourselves come into balance. This can also be connecting with another person who really starts to bring out our strengths, really helps us bring out our strengths, helps us bring out a part of us that we didn't even know existed. This can be a romantic relationship. I'm seeing it as having very romantic vibes to it, or it can be just an attraction, and you might not be able to act on that attraction because of already being in a relationship with somebody else, or for whatever reason. But this is a person who builds you up, who sees you, who honors you. And there's a real sense that as we turn inward, as we're looking at what we want, it's like there's almost a sense of, can I go after this? Can I go after this bigger picture, or this wish of my heart? And it moves us to our present, which is the King of Wands. The King of Wands is very determined, very focused on career. Wands are career. Pentacles are money. We like to see Wands and Pentacles in a career reading. And so here in our present, we are being very determined, very forceful. We're very much embracing our sacred masculine energy as we move forward to wealth, prosperity, and abundance. And as we start to say, this is what I want, this is what I need, this is what I'm heading towards, and this is where I need to be for me. There is a sense of power in our work. There is a sense of power even in our hobbies. There's a different energy to us. There's a severe focus, a severe determination, and also a transformation that is going on. It moves us to the Muse of Emotions, the King of Cups. We are really starting to see ourselves embracing our heart, embracing what we love, embracing what we want. And as we do so, we see ourselves stepping into our own power more and more and more. We're changing the game. And we're doing so with determination, focus, brilliance, and beauty. It brings us to our subconscious energy with the Celtic cross. Our subconscious energy is the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is being very, very, very focused and determined. We can tend to get a little bit carried away with things. So subconsciously, we're always going to take it one step further in our heads. We'll have to reel ourselves in, but we can also, okay, and for my warriors, which I mean, I myself am a plus warrior, and I'm working very hard on that. Excuse me. This brings us to the energy of over worrying, over analyzing, overthinking. So just be aware of it, that we can be working so hard and so focused on certain things that it will just become all consuming. It then moves us to our subconscious past energy. And this is Aries. Subconsciously, we have been a warrior. We have been a warrior, we have been determined, we have been focused, we have been really fighting for certain goals, certain outcomes, certain ideas. And it brings us to our present subconscious energy, which is the Ace of Wands. God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, is handing us a gift, a passion, of creativity. We hold it in our hands as a king, as the highest court card within the tarot. And so here, we're taking this and running with it. We might not understand where these ideas are coming from, or why we're being drawn to a certain, thing, idea, place, person, concept. Go with it. Why certain ideas are popping into our heads, write them down. It is time. It is time. Divinity is actually focusing us, tuning us, guiding us. It's time to listen. It moves us to our subconscious future energy, and it is the Eight of Inspiration, the Eight of Wands. Everything starts to move rather quickly. All of a sudden, as we claim our power and ourselves, also with the King of Cups, as we start to say, I rule only me, and I'm in control of only me, all of a sudden, subconsciously, we start seeing ourselves moving forward in such a powerful pace, in such a powerful way, and things start changing career-wise. All of a sudden, we're holding on, and we're like, wow, I didn't expect this. All right, Cancer. I hope this reading has resonated with you. Oh, goodness, I'm jumping ahead. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of during this time, Six of Cups. Subconsciously, we're going to be very nostalgic, very in tune with and thinking about the past. We need to be mindful because we can take past happenings, and because we're so in tune with the past, bring them into the present and be like, oh my gosh, of course this is happening. Of course everything is so hard or so overwhelming or, whatever, because it's just the past repeating itself. Let's not do it to ourselves. Be mindful, be knowledgeable, learn from the past, most definitely, but don't think the past is repeating itself. It moves us then, or don't be so quick to think that the past is repeating itself. It moves us then to our subconscious chakra energy, and this is the third eye chakra. This is a sense of awakening. This is, psychic development. We are connecting more openly, more honestly, more personably with ourselves. And there's a real sense of our angels being right there with us, connecting with us, seeing us, helping us to understand. We may not be ready at times, Cancer, for all the knowledge that is coming our way. And we'll have to tell divinity that if that happens to be the case. But this is a time where it is so important to listen to our intuitive knowledge and to really see and understand ourselves. Because divinity is talking. Our angels are talking. It's time to listen. Okay. All right, Cancer. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and prosperity of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Cancer, and may blessings always be with you.